It was a time when I couldn't even look people in the eye. I had no confidence, I was skinny, I had no energy, I just had no presence. Fast forward to today where I've been able to build muscle, I'm stronger, I'm leaner, and I'm presenting in front of your camera with a lot more confidence. And it all changed and hinged on three main things, and I'm going to cover it in this video. And I've noticed this is the three main things that a lot of people struggle with. So this is what personally helped me, and I want to pass that across to you, and hopefully you can do the same for you. I don't know about you, but I was skinny. I was like really skinny. I had no presence, I had no muscle, I had no strength, and on top of that, my skin was really bad. I had really bad acne, so that really shot out my confidence even more, to the point where I said I couldn't even look at someone in the eye. No matter what I tried, nothing seemed to stick. I tried different methods, years would go by, and I still saw no progress. I saw myself in the same position, which obviously led to frustration. I was putting the effort, but I just wasn't getting the results I wanted. But what really changed, and the point when things finally started to click, is when I committed to these three things, which I'm going to share in this video. And at the start, I made a lot of mistakes. I said I didn't know what I was doing, but sticking to these three things really helped me and saved me years of trial and error, and I want to do the same for you. I'm going to save you 10 years plus of struggle, which you won't have to go through just in this video by covering these three things. But fast forward to today, I have the lifestyle now, and I'm able to maintain those principles. I'm stronger, I'm leaner, I'm more confident, as you can see me present in front of your camera, and I've got everything that I need to take care of my family, and also I'm running a business. And the more people I work with over the years, the more intake I have of clients, the clearer it becomes that these are the three missing pieces, and it's exactly why most people are struggling with them. And that's why I created this video, because I want to share them with you. I want to save you 10 years. So the first of the three lessons that I want to share with you is discipline and structure. If you want to maintain a low body fat percentage and you actually want to build muscle, then consistency is a non-negotiable. You can't have it all. You can't expect to go out, to have time with friends, family, eat what you want, not exercise, skip routine, lay in bed extra and still see the results. It just doesn't work like that. So for me, discipline gave me the confidence and allowed me to actually see progress. It allowed me to stick to something. I was changing, I was chopping, I was taking so much advice from different people. But once I really dialed it in and just trusted the process and focused on one, that's when I really saw the difference. So this structure gave me the clarity. In the next two points I'm going to cover the actual principles of actual things, but all of it falls apart without having the self-belief and the confidence to follow something and to have the trust in myself to allow it to come. And talking about trust, the more I done, the more I kept showing up, the more I had confidence in my actions, the more I built consistency, and the more I just kept turning up, and it became a snowball effect. So the next two, I'm going to share to you the exact things that drive results, but it all centers and it all started with having that self-discipline and that routine. The second out of the three was nutrition. So I really dialed in my nutrition, and that was the missing piece. That was a key component that allowed me to supercharge results and see muscle being built. So you can train as hard as you want, but if your nutrition is not on point, you're not going to see the results either. And the major shift for me was learning to eat in a way that allowed me to support my body, eating foods that I enjoyed, finding a balance, and then also eating foods that allowed me to fuel myself. And this took investment, buying the right foods, supporting myself through the key components such as high protein, cleaner ingredients. And this just allowed me to stay consistent, and I stayed away from like crash diets, from crazy schemes such as bulking, cutting cycles. I tried it, it just didn't work for me. But what I found is when I found something that works for me, high in protein, cleaner ingredients, it allowed me to stick to it long term because I was investing in myself. And when I was investing in myself, I could trust myself more. And that allowed me to maintain a lower body fat percentage and also build lean muscle. So instead of having yo-yo results going up and down, I was able to link it to the first thing, where I was able to build self-discipline because I was investing in myself. I was finding a system that worked for me, and that allowed me to see the results in terms of building muscle and keeping a low body fat percentage. Third thing was resistance training. I was off and on with training for years, but what really changed everything was making it part of my lifestyle. Even if I couldn't get to the gym, I'll do press-ups, I'll do pull-ups at home. I'll just set a target to work towards. And that consistency allowed me to see differences in my body that I wasn't up to that point. So when I train and I go to the gym, wouldn't go all the time, I'll just fit into my lifestyle, but I'd have more intense training sessions. I'd lift heavier, I'll push myself closer to failure, and then I wouldn't just go through the motions. I was really pushing myself to see the results and maximize each session. That's what actually builds muscle, and it's what changes your body. Going against that stimulus, continuously, progressively overloading, adding that resistance as you get stronger, as the muscles repair, is what made a difference for me. Those are the 3 things that I mentioned, I promised at the start, that helped me to completely change everything. And what I've also noticed from the years of training and working with countless clients, that discipline, that structure, getting the nutrition right, and then committing to resistance training. Once you're able to do all of those, you'll be able to build the muscle, you'll be able to keep a low body fat percentage, and you'll see the confidence building from there. It's simple, it's not flashy, but it's powerful. And when you do them consistently, they'll change your body, they'll change your life too. If you haven't already, make sure to subscribe. Send this to a friend who you think this can impact as well. And I'll see you in the next video.